Alright, so let's talk about some vocabulary for dealing with solid geometry. That's the geometry of 3D objects. First of all, what is a solid? A solid is what we call a closed three-dimensional figure. So here I've got a solid. It's closed, meaning it's not open. Uh, if I here now it's open. It's 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 not completely enclosing a space on the inside. Um, so it's a closed figure. In this case, I've got a rectangular prism. A cube would be an example of a solid. A sphere, like a soccer ball, a cylinder or a cone. These are all solids. All right, and there's a special type of solid called a polyhedron, and that is a solid that is made up of faces that are polygons. So this is actually a polyhedron. So its faces are polygons. So here's one of its faces, um, and that's a polygon. It's a closed two-dimensional shape bounded by straight line segments. So that's a polygon, and it's one of the faces that make up this whole figure. So this would be a polyhedron. And a face is just one of these sides. It's You might also hear it called a facet, like a facet on a diamond, or a side. Um, but I guess the more traditional way of referring to it is a face. And faces are polygons, and they're flat, and they make up polyhedrons. So if you put a bunch of faces together, in this case, I have what, 6 faces, um, making up a rectangular prism. You put them all together to make a closed figure, and that is a polyhedron. Okay, so these things are faces, um, and a face has to be a polygon. Yeah, and where these faces meet are called the edges, and they form a line segment. So this face, where this face meets this face here, that is an edge. I'll just draw a line on there. Boom. Let's make that red. So that's an edge. Here's an edge there. That's where two faces are meeting. This face and then this face back here. This face and this face. When they come together, oops, they make this edge here. So an edge has to be where two faces, which are polygons, meet and form this straight line segment type thing. Okay, and then a vertex of a solid is a point where three edges meet. So one, two, three. So when these three edges, or when these three faces come together, they form one, two, three edges, and these three edges come together at this point here. So that would be a vertex. Let me just draw. Like, that's a vertex. Back here, where this edge, and this edge meet, that's a vertex. This edge, this edge, this edge, vertex. All right. I think that covers these first introductory terms. So solid geometry. I hope you have a lot of fun with it. Um, yes, polyhedrons. Oh, I was going to mention that the plural for when you want to talk about many polyhedrons, uh, it's called polyhedra. Like two or three polyhedra. So the plural of polyhedron is polyhedra. Okay, little side note there. All right, enjoy.